Hello superstars, this is your maths video for today. Now in maths this week what we're going to be doing is looking at fractions. Now when people think of fractions they automatically go ah, and they panic, and I don't want you to panic because fractions are super easy. So first of all, what I'm going to show you is different fractions on my board. Now it says here, what fraction is shaded? Now we know that when we have a fraction, let me show you this one quickly. This is a fraction and it says 3/4 or 3/4. Now what that shows us is that we've got a shape and it's cut up into how many pieces? 4. So it's cut up into 4 pieces. But then 3 is how many out of the whole that you've got. So it could be 1, 2, 3. So on these fractions here, we need to find out what fraction of these, are shaded. So I've got this one here. So how many pieces are there to my fraction? There's 4 pieces to my fraction, so 4 is my denominator because it's how many parts to the whole. And then how many do I have that's shaded? Now I've only got 1 that's shaded, so I've got 1 out of my 4. Let's move on to the triangle. Now if I look at my triangle, how many pieces are all together in my whole? Now I've got 2 in my whole, but how many is shaded? I've only got 1 that's shaded, so here I've got half of my triangle that's shaded. Now let's look at this rectangle here. How many pieces is my rectangle cut up into? It's cut up into 5. So I've got 5 parts to my whole, but how many is shaded? So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3. I've got 3 shaded. So 3 out of 5, 3/5. Now my last one here, my circle. Now how many pieces are in my circle altogether? 4. So 4 is my denominator. But how many is shaded? I have 2 that are shaded. So I'm going to put 2 there. 2 is my numerator, 4 is my denominator, 2/4 altogether. Now, another question, just one more that I want to run through with you, is something that might appear on your maths today. Now it says, well my question, is that I've got 6 apples. 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to split these apples into half by putting them into 2 baskets, because if we think of a half, we know that we are splitting between 2 because it's 2 parts to the whole. So I'm going to do my nice little fancy baskets. Here we are. Now let's split these apples into half. So I'm going to take this one, and I've got 1 apple, and I'm going to put it here. Now I'm going to get this apple, and I'm going to put it here, and I'm going to carry on doing this. There we go. Now how many apples did I have altogether to start with? I had 6 apples, so 6 apples to start with, and I split my 6 apples into half, so half of 6, and I'm going to do an equals there because I'm going to actually work out what half of 6 is. Now I've split them into half. One of these is half, the other one is half, but I only need to find out what 1/2 is. So half of 6, let's have a look at how many apples are in this basket here. Now let's count all together. 1, 2, 3. Half of 6 is 3. Now you're going to have questions like this today, something similar. You might have them with different shapes like we looked at first of all. What I want you to do is just have a go. Show me what you know all about fractions. There are 3 different activities. Your usernames and your passwords have been sent out to your parents, so they all have them, so you can all have a go, which is amazing. What I'd recommend you to do, have a piece of paper and a pencil, and as you go along, just jot down some notes if you're finding it tricky, just like we do in class. Use the paper that's provided, even if it's just a tiny scribble in the corner. Use what you've got. Have a go, good luck, and I will see how you get on. Have a lovely day. Bye.